Hey folks, here we are on Sahara Boulevard in Las Vegas, just west of the Strip. We are crossing underneath Interstate 15 and heading east. There's the Stratosphere, obviously. This is considered the north end of the Strip, North Strip. There's a lot up here on the corner of Sahara and Las Vegas Boulevard that was considered actually to be a candidate for this lot over here for the Oakland A's stadium, but they couldn't come to terms on a price. I believe this is Friends and Lovers that they're having the concert for here this weekend at the festival grounds right here off to the side. You can see all the little tents over there, and looks to be a sound stage. Off to the right here, this intersection coming up is Las Vegas Boulevard, otherwise known as the Strip. Off to the right there at the corner, there's the Sahara Casino. We're here on a Thursday afternoon. It's about 3:45 p.m. And of course you can see traffic is nuts. Now there's another stage right there. Lovers Stage and Friends Stage, it says. Behind it there you'll see the Westgate Hotel. It's a little bit further off the Strip. There is the soon-to-be Fontainebleau. The blue windows. They're still completing a few things on it. It's been 15 years in the making. They still haven't finished it, but they're working on it now, and it's supposed to be open, I think, in December of this year. So eventually, it'll be up and operational. This building here on the left is called Allure. You can see it's a pretty tall high-rise there, stretching into the Vegas sky. It really doesn't make sense, especially if you're staying on the Strip, to really get a car when you're here, unless you plan on going out to, say, Boulder City and Hoover Dam, or if you want to go to, say, Red Rock and go hiking out there. Otherwise, you're just going to be sitting in a lot of traffic. And now, of course, most of the resorts charge for parking, so you're going to pay per day to park that vehicle at the resort you're staying. Again, the North Strip. You see Walgreens there. You have a general store or something here right before you hit the Stratosphere. If you've ever wondered what these roads look like once you're out of the area of the Strip, this is a good glimpse into it. Sahara heading east onto the east side of Las Vegas. There's the monorail up there. Monorail's an okay option. It runs behind a lot of the casinos on the east side of the Strip. On the right-hand side, if you're going north, they tend to be, the stations tend to be a little bit of a distance away from the casinos. So you'll have a little bit of a walk. Here we are at Joe W. Brown, and there's something called Park Arms over there, an apartment complex. And there's a dispensary, naturally located at 420 Sahara. Sahara is a huge artery, traverses the town east-west. traffic backed up going westbound on Sahara there. Oh, shoot. Oh my God. Did I stop recording? No. Very good. Finally free of the traffic for the moment. But this is also a huge artery that features a lot of auto dealerships. Here as we come up on Maryland Parkway. See the state of Nevada official flag up there flying, the blue flag, battle born, because it was its statehood arrived at 1864 during the Civil War. Although no battles for the during the Civil War were actually fought here. At least none that I'm aware of. Lots of personal injury ads. It's big business, just like it is in every other state. And this begins the stretch of auto dealerships. I won't read them off, but you should be able to see them in the video. Approaching the intersection at Burnham. And I believe this is Eastern. That right up here, this next light. This is a huge north-south artery. Runs all the way from down by Anthem in South Henderson, all the way up to and becomes Civic Center Drive in North Las Vegas. So it's a healthy artery across town, north to south. Getting the very rare green light here. Next light is Atlantic. They do love their traffic lights here. I'm sure there'd be one up on every block if they could get away with it. Again, another reason for maybe just Ubering when you're here in town. Going out to Hoover Dam probably takes about 40-45 minutes if traffic's okay from the Strip. They have the new Interstate 11 out there, which has been there for about a year or two or something like that, but it bypasses the city of Boulder City. Prior to that, you'd have to drive through the city of Boulder City in order to get to Hoover Dam, and that took a while because of quite a few lights in and around Boulder City. But they built the I-11, which bypasses that. The I-11, in fact, one day is supposed to go all the way up from the Mexican border all the way up to Canada. At least that's what I've read. Closely following, if not taking over the route of Highway US 95, which travels up the west side of Nevada. Former Kmart over here on the right that caught fire a few months ago. You can see it right there. And of course all the signage is gone. This light here is McLeod. Not really a major street, but when it joins with Pecos, it does become a major street. Pecos McLeod, that is. Says there are no cars available for sale. These dealerships have a lot of them in their lots. Next light is Mojave. Another small street. Not a major artery. This light coming up at this intersection is Boulder Highway. It travels from, it actually becomes Fremont Street when it is north of Charleston Boulevard, which is about a mile north of here. But Fremont then becomes Boulder Highway down here and all the way down into Boulder City. Boulder Highway is not exactly a highly desirable area. Maybe not the kind of place you'd want to tell your friends about when you take your trip to Vegas. And this is usually a very long light. Back behind that Circle K there, you can see Frenchman's Mountain and Sunrise Mountain. They have a lot of hiking trails and stuff up there. People will go up there and mountain bike, etc. They have a major problem with people dumping at the base of the mountains there, like old mattresses, and they'll find stolen cars out there, stripped down and everything. I'm going to take this video down to Nellis Boulevard so you can see more of the east side. I apologize for the long wait here at this light. You see signs for smog here. They do perform smog in the two most populated counties in Nevada. Here in Clark County, which is of course Vegas, and then in Washoe County, which is Reno, up in the northern part of the state. But I guess the air doesn't blow over into the other counties because the other counties are not required to do smog. So every year we have to get our cars smogged. And depending upon where you go, it can cost 10 or 20 bucks. Diesels tend to cost more too. You'll see US Highway 95 up ahead, traveling overhead. The cars that are slow are traveling northbound because there's a lot of construction on US 95 right now, pretty much all the time anyway. This is Sand Hill Road. Carving a path out here underneath US 95. See what look like motorhomes there, perhaps a trailer park. I'm not exactly sure. Ah, mini storage and RV park. There it is. Now approaching Lamb Boulevard. Lamb Boulevard's a major artery here in the east-northeast part of town. It's not. It doesn't travel down into Henderson, but it does travel from, actually, a Desert Inn the Desert Inn Road becomes Lamb Boulevard. It curves from being an east-west artery to Lamb as the northwest, or northeast, north-south artery, correction. Just watching some people run around outside their car up here. Got a little distracted. Lamb Boulevard, ladies and gentlemen. And this area in here, it's just kind of older, dated. The homes are certainly older. As you get out to the far east side of town, out by Hollywood Boulevard, the homes tend to be newer, in a lot of cases bigger. But they do like to do the zero lot line homes, you know, buy a half acre. Developer will buy a half acre and pack like 50 homes in there or whatever. One of the few cloudier days here in Vegas. Usually it's not this cloudy. It's kind of refreshing. Outside temperature, the car says it's 85 outside. It's been relatively cool for May the 4th. May the 4th be with you all. Now approaching the light at Nellis Boulevard. Nellis is another huge north-south artery. Again, really on the east and northeast part of town. It terminates down at Russell Road, which is not quite Henderson, I don't believe. Nicer looking apartments, and on the left here, and then we have some older homes. Just last weekend there was a crowd of kids that were on bicycles, I believe, that overtook this Shell service station up here. I believe it's on the left, and wreaked havoc for motorists attempting to get gas for their cars. This little bridge here that we're approaching is actually a little bridge over the Las Vegas Wash, one of the many washes they have here in town, because when it rains here, the ground does not absorb the water, so it has nowhere to go. So they channel it to these washes. And we're now approaching Sloan. With that, oh, there's the Shell on the left that I mentioned, where they accosted the place away from would-be motorists, would-be consumers. Thanks for joining, everyone. We'll go ahead and post something else from Vegas very soon. Thanks.